Hello everyone. So today I'm in the middle of nature, so I'll be rambling a little bit. For today, I have a few topics in my mind that I would like to talk about. I moved here from Buenos Aires 1,685 days ago. So there isn't any particular about this day. It's not that there is an anniversary or anything. I just woke up today and thought, how many days have passed since I came here? It made me wonder and it made me think about all the things that happened during this past almost 5 years. It made me think about the process of adaptation, of, of loneliness, of sense of belonging, which these are topics that I've already talked about previously in another videos. Because they are very present in my life. I'm reminded of those things every day because of my routine, because of working from home, because of how difficult it is to make social connections. There's a huge factor that is my age, the phase of life that we're going through. By the way, I found such a nice spot here. There's nobody. There are a few paths, or how would you say, the places where people walk? Paths? Trails, that's the word. Trails. This is a really nice, safe space to talk and open up. And if someone hears me, I think they're going to be wondering why there's someone speaking in English. I really appreciate quality time, and I'd rather have a few connections rather than a big group of people who we have maybe a more superficial relationship. I really like intense relationships, like get to know each other very well. It's not that I don't find those people, but the time and space I can give to others, it's not the same others can offer me or give me. I don't know what's this word, because when I usually think about my scripts for other videos, I check words all the time, and the first word that comes to my mind first, but I'm not sure this is the right word. I think I occupy a little slot of time and space in other people's lives. The fact that we don't match in terms of available time and space for each other leaves me feeling like I have to conform with that type of relationship, even if I love that person, or just step away, distance myself, and trying to keep looking. Let me give you an example. I had a friend that expressed me very openly. She spends the weekends with her husband, doing their activities or their house chores or anything, but that's her time with her husband. So she doesn't have time to see me during the weekends. And I felt like I was like a job in which we only see each other from Monday to Friday, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. If we actually got to see each other on the weekend, I felt like, oh, this person is actually choosing me on the weekends. So it wasn't a nice feeling. Eventually, that became an issue and we distanced each other. So, yeah. The other thing I was thinking about, even when people don't have that uh, division between weekends and weekdays to see friends. For example, when I'm in a group, let's say we we gathered with my neighbors and make dinner, but all of them have families or have a partner. There are these moments, like really tiny, intimate moments between them, in which or where someone caressed each other, or they hug, or they give a kiss, or maybe they make an inside joke, or look each other in a certain way they only understand. And I don't have that. I hope they know how lucky they are. I mean, I know nothing is perfect and everyone has their problems, but I think sometimes we tend to look for the things that we are missing in the people, that they don't miss that thing. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe they are thinking, oh, how lucky Dani is because she does what she wants with her time. She's trying to live from her creativity. She doesn't have the responsibility of having children. Maybe that's what some of them might think, I guess. What I want to say with this is that I woke up today thinking that it's been 1,685 days without having been able or achieving like a strong, close, loving relationship. I don't know. I have days in which I feel very hopeful, and then others that I feel completely hopeless. And then there are days that I wake up and come to these places, and even though I'm alone here, it makes me feel less lonely that when I'm around with people. I think people underestimate how difficult it is to move from one place to another and make such a huge transition in life. Yes, it's a very different kind of life here. The idiosyncrasy is very different here, even though we are still in the same country. Argentina is huge and there are all sorts of people. But yes, I think it's a very long process of adaptation. Probably most people don't think about, especially if you're doing it alone. Also, think that moving, let's say, with a partner or with a family when you have children, has its own layers of challenges or difficulties. I think both have their pros and cons. I do feel like I'm a very strong and resilient person because I'm doing this all by myself. And afterwards, all the experiences and things that happened uh, for these past few years, I, I don't want to repeat all the story again. If you want to watch my other videos, you are more than welcome. My so yes, okay. My advice would be don't underestimate don't underestimate the process of adaptation. Don't move if you don't already know the place. Always try, if that's in your possibilities, to make a trial run and go for a year or maybe half a year to these kind of places. For example, the trial run I did in 2021 was during autumn and winter. So people here say, okay, so if you can survive a winter here, you can live here. But they never mentioned anything about getting to know people. That's another challenge. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this day. I think it's like 4 p.m. This is a very narrow valley, so we can see them from here, but there are some there's a hill and then it goes up this way. And so, yes, I think there's 1 more hour of sun, and then I have to go because it starts getting very chilly. I think that's it for today. Let me show you a little bit.